Needs a shoulder to cry on.
Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you are new. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy, and we are making 3 delicious recipes to bring with us to Life Group tonight to share with our friends. And I want to bring you guys along with me. Excuse my voice, I am either dealing with a cold or I'm coming down with something, or I don't know. But anyway, I sound like a frog. So let's get these recipes made. I'm super excited about all 3 of these. So first recipe, we are making some lemon brownies. My sweet, sweet friend Shelly at church loves lemon. So does my husband, but Shelly loves lemon. And so every time I go over there for Life Group, I try to bring something lemon, something a little sweet for her because I know she loves it so much. I found this recipe on Pinterest. I'll leave a link in the description box for this recipe for you guys. Super easy, super simple ingredients, super quick to put together, which is what I need right now because I'm tired. And so we're gonna get this going. It uses a cake mix. So the recipe calls for a yellow cake mix. Okay, it's a lemon brownie. Use lemon cake mix, don't use yellow. So I bought a lemon cake mix. It calls for a 1 box of lemon instant pudding, some lemon juice, some eggs, and some lemon zest, and that's it. That's all that's in this. We've got our pan over here with some parchment paper ready to go in the oven to make it easy to pull them out. It says to bake this in an 8x8 square pan. I'm just gonna put it in a small sheet pan and call it good because I don't feel like digging out my pan. I have no idea where it's at. It's here somewhere, but I don't wanna go look for it. This was easy. I just grabbed it. We're gonna make it work. So let's get these made. So it says to use a mixer to do this. Well, I have another recipe that I need my mixer for, and I don't wanna wash my bowl. So we're just gonna do it by hand. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna add in our lemon cake mix. We're gonna add in our lemon pudding. I'm excited to try these. We've got some lemon zest that we just zested the lemons before we juiced them. Let's get all of that lemon zest. We've got 1/3 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, always fresh squeezed, never from a bottle. And we need 2 eggs. And that's it. That's all that goes in this whole thing. All right, I'm gonna use a whisk, see how that works to mix this. I know the batter is gonna be really thick because there isn't a whole lot of liquid in this. I can see why they want you to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer or something, but friends, I just don't want to have to wash my bowl. I don't want to have to wash it in between recipes. I probably should find my other mixing bowl. I have 2 that fit my mixer. We're just going to use that to get this all mixed. It is a very stiff, very dry batter, which it's brownies. It's supposed to be. I can tell you, friends, I love the lemon smell. It smells incredible. All right, so we're gonna get our batter put on our pan. This batter reminds me of those, I think it's the Pioneer Woman's Knock You Naked brownies. I think is the recipe that is super thick, like really thick. I'm gonna just use my hand. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my hand wet, because I think a wet hand is gonna help this not be super sticky. Yeah, there we go. Get our parchment back where it's supposed to be. Get my hand wet again. Use both my hands to get this pushed down into our pan. Like I said, it's a really thick, very sticky batter, but I think these are going to be extremely decadent brownies. Very, very lemony. Okay, I think that is probably good. Kind of smooth this. So I greased my pan before I put my parchment on it. It helps the parchment stick to the pan and not curl up on you. So that's why my parchment's wanting to move around quite a bit. But all right, this is going to go in a 350 oven for about I think it's like 15 minutes. But because I'm baking this in a different pan than what it calls for, I'm going to check mine in about 10 because this is a little bit thinner than an 8x8 pan. So we're going to get this baked. All right, friends, our brownies are out of the oven. I took them out a few minutes ago. I got sidetracked, but they smell amazing. So we're going to get these cut and off the parchment, and we're going to let them fully cool before we put the glaze on them. It's just a real simple glaze of lemon juice and powdered sugar. That's it. But let's get these off the pan. Let's get these cut and let them cool all the way. So I'm going to cut them right on this parchment. And I'm just going to use this little knife. They smell incredible. I think I'm just going to cut them in thirds. We're all adults. We can monitor our own desserts. These came out just a little bit thinner, I think, because I put them on this specific pan versus putting them in an 8x8 pan. So they came out a little bit thinner, but I'm totally okay with that. So I'm fine. So we're going to get these off of this and onto a tray. All right, so I'm going to get these put on this sheet pan, and we will glaze them right on this when I'm ready to. I'm not ready. They're still a little bit warm, and I don't want the glaze to fall off. But they really have a good lemon smell to them. They look really good. Hubby and my sweet friend Shelly are going to be super excited about these. And we're going to get our next recipe. We've got 2 more recipes to do. Both of them are super easy, super quick. That's what I wanted. So we're just going to set these aside. All right, so the last, not the last, this is the second to the last thing we're going to make is we are going to make some chicken bacon ranch sliders. So I just have a big pack of our King's Hawaiian rolls. And I think if I remember right, these have to be cut. I don't think they come pre-cut. So let's look. Yep, they have to be cut. All right, so we're gonna just open this cardboard up. And I think I'm gonna split these into 2 sections because I think I will have better control only doing a small section of these at a time. So I'm gonna turn on its side and I'm just gonna cut these all the way through. And it's not traditional for these chicken bacon ranch sliders to be served with shredded lettuce and sliced tomato, but I'm gonna do that because I just think that it would be nice to have that there. These will be hot, but we'll be able to put them, put lettuce and tomato on if people want them. So here's 1/2. Let's cut this other half. I love these rolls. All right, they're a little bit sticky, I think, but it's gonna be all right. All right, so here's our slider buns. I'm gonna pull the tops off. We're just gonna set those aside for the moment until we get these put together. So I just have some ranch dressing. We're gonna put ranch on both sides. And I'm just gonna pour it. This is one of my favorite sliders to do. Grab another offset spatula. If you don't have an offset spatula in your kitchen, you really need one because they come in so handy for so many things. I love the smell of ranch dressing. I don't know about you guys. All right, I'm gonna keep my offset spatula because I'm gonna put more dressing on top, but I wanna get my chicken. Actually, let's put down our provolone first. This is a smoked, or not provolone, smoked Gouda. Let's put down our Gouda first. Because we're gonna have a blend that's gonna go up on top to kind of glue everything together. I just think these are gonna be so tasty. All right, I'm gonna just take this piece, split it in half. All right, let's go ahead and put some chicken down. So this is just from Walmart. This is just the Prima Della oven roasted chicken. I didn't want anything with a strong flavor because we've got ranch. We don't need a lot of extra stuff on it. And you want these to be pretty heavy with the meat. So let's just take our chicken. We're gonna pile this on.
Everyone needs somebody to lean on. Everyone needs someone who cares. If we come together as one, help each other get stronger. We are bound in the name of the Lord. So let's come to.
Pretty good to me. So now I have this aged cheddar blend. We're gonna put that on top. of our chicken. So we're just going to take some of this. We're just going to put this down. You want a good amount of cheese on these. You want these to be nice and cheesy. Typically, I think people eat probably 2 of these as a portion, or a pretty good portion. All right, then we have some bacon pieces. This is where our bacon for our chicken bacon ranch comes in. Just kind of pack that bacon on there. Another option for this, if you want to, is to put your ranch on your tops and then just sprinkle your bacon on top of that so the ranch kind of holds it. That's typically what I do, but I wasn't thinking. All right, I think that's gonna be good right there. All right, let's put this pan over here. Let's move our tops down here so we can get ranch on them. These would be perfect for the Super Bowl coming up. Make a couple of big pans of these for people to enjoy. Whoop. All right, we'll take a little of this ranch and move it over. All right, let's get these lids put back on our sliders. All right, here's our chicken bacon ranch sliders. We're gonna cover this with foil because we wanna bake this with the foil on so they don't burn on top. And we're gonna do our last recipe, which is my grandmother's onion dip. I've done it a couple times on this channel before, but I'm gonna share it one more time because I'm bringing it tonight. It's one of the absolute favorites of everybody. So we're gonna make a batch of that. All right, friends, here's our lemon brownies. These smell amazing. I'm gonna get the glaze made really quick so we can get just, I'm not gonna do a real heavy glaze on these because nobody wants them super sweet. So we're just gonna put a light glaze on these. These are gonna be done. We're gonna make my grandmother's famous onion dip, and then we're gonna be ready to go to life group. So we're just gonna make a little bit of glaze, a little bit of powdered sugar. Use this other half a lemon. And like I said, we don't need a lot of glaze, we just need a little bit. I actually think that's gonna be plenty. And I'm just gonna use my whisk to kind of drizzle this. Like I said, we're not going for really heavy glaze on these because I think they're gonna be pretty sweet as it is. I'm gonna let this glaze set up a little bit before I put the plastic wrap on these to transport them. All right, just like that, our lemon brownies are ready to go. All right, to make this onion dip, it is so easy, so simple. It is 1 8-ounce brick of, it has to be Philadelphia cream cheese, friends. I have tried this with off-brand, it does not work. It has to be Philly cream cheese. So we're gonna put 1 brick, it has to be softened, kind of at room temperature so that it blends up really nice. Let's use our paddle attachment to scrape off the rest of that. The other thing that's necessary is it has to be Lipton onion soup mix. I've tried it with off brands. I don't know what it is. The flavor just is not the same. Last but not least, some sour cream. Just gonna put a couple of scoops in here. So how much sour cream you put in this dip depends on how creamy you like your dips. If you want it more on the thicker side, then add less sour cream. If you want it more on the looser side, a little bit thinner, add more sour cream. I just eyeball it.
Here's the change within us. There is a light. Let him lead the way. Lift our hands up and pray today.
And just like that, onion dip is done. All right, so our onion dip is ready to go in our container. Just for my friend's privacy, I'm not gonna finish this video after we cook the sliders. I will post a picture of what those look like all cooked and nice and gooey and cheesy. I just don't wanna, I don't wanna do a video on my friend's house. So I just wanna respect their privacy and not do that. I'm sure you guys understand that. So I will post a picture at the end of this video. You'll see what the sliders look like after they've been cooked and they're all nice and cheesy and gooey and amazing. So let's get our dip into a container first. All right, let's get our dip in here. So if you are new to my channel, I will tell you quickly the story behind this dip. This was my grandmother's onion dip that she made every year for every holiday, every occasion that we were together as a family. It was always a staple. And my grandfather loved this stuff so much that when I was a kid, he had to have his own bowl of dip and his own bag of chips. He did not want to share with anybody. Well, he shared with me, but I was the only one. But he loved this dip. I am asked to bring this to everything. If we are going someplace for a barbecue, for a party, a church event, whatever it is, I am asked to bring this onion dip because it is that good, friends. So make this for your Super Bowl party. Make those sliders for your Super Bowl party. Both of these are super easy, super quick. All right, friends, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me as we made some delicious sliders, some onion dip, some lemon brownies, and we are going to head off to Life Group in just a few minutes. We're going to feed our dogs real quick, and then we're off to Life Group. And friends, make these recipes. Please let me know what you think of them in the comments. Football's not over yet. Super Bowl's coming up in 2 weeks, so don't miss your chance to make all of these things for your Super Bowl parties. Impress your friends. And if you have a favorite dip recipe, if you have something maybe it's been in your family for a long time, let me know. I'd love to hear that in the comments. And friends, if you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video, and we'll talk to you in the comments. Have a great day, and God bless.